Hello, everybody. Today is Monday, May 24th, 2021. We have a vinyl find, CD finds, DVD finds video for you today. We'll start with the record. This is the only one we was able to find. We did get to the record store yesterday, Genesis, and then there were three. Let's see if we can get this better shot here in front of the camera for you. The back. This is from 1978. This is the one with Follow You, Follow Me. Was the big hit off of this album. And another song on there that I like is actually the opening track, which is Down and Out. I own this on CD already, but I wanted to get a copy of it on vinyl as well, just to have for the collection. And it is a welcomed addition to the collection. I like Genesis. I'm a fan of the era of Genesis that some other folks don't particularly care for, and that's the 80s era. And I would kind of lump this album, even though this is 78, I would lump this in a little bit with the 80s era of Genesis with Phil Collins and, the big money, I guess that some people call it the big money era. They were making a lot of money and they had their most popularity. That's the stuff I like. It's what I've been accustomed to my whole life, and I've enjoyed listening to it since day one. While I was there, I asked the guy if he had a copy of Invisible Touch, because that's probably the last Genesis album that I would love to have on vinyl. I have that on CD as well, but I really want to have that one on vinyl. And all the ones in between this one and Invisible Touch are the ones that I would love to have on vinyl. So that would be, what's it, Abacab, Duke, and Genesis, and of course Invisible Touch. So those are the ones that I will probably purchase on vinyl. If he has The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, I might invest in that one too. That's from of course, the Peter Gabriel era, but I like that song too. So that song alone is worth having that album. So that's just my thoughts on that. So now on to the CDs. At these 20th century masters are really good. This one's Night Ranger. This has a lot of the good tracks on it. Sing Me Away. Sister Christian. Secret of My Success. Don't Tell Me You Love Me. You Can Still Rock in America. Some of those. Really good to have. I like that one. Good record. It's a good record store when they have the Babies anthology. Any Babies fan will know the tracks on this one. That's John Waite's band back in the late 70s. And then Ricky Phillips, who would go on to be the bass player in Styx, was in that band as well. As was Jonathan Cain, who would later go on to be in Journey. So you got some pretty good history with this band. Neat sound, too. What collection would be complete without Jethro Tull? This album. And we got the very best of Survivor, because you can never have enough Survivor in your collection. It's got all, most of the hits that those of you are familiar with. So, I promised you DVDs, so let me get these DVDs that I got. And when I saw these, I knew I had to get them. Just because. Now, for those that don't know, one of the things I like to do in my spare time, when there's time, when there's spare time, I have fun working on bikes. They're a little easier to work on than cars. There's not as much crap in the way, and you can have a lot of fun. I'm not a rider, but I like working on them, doing the mechanic stuff. So, you know, you see these guys. And the second season, you know, how could I piss them up? That was the early days of the show before all this crazy lawsuits and all that other drama stuff began. That was them building bikes, and that was the probably the best seasons of that show, because you got to see the most bike building. And Paul Tuttle Jr. is just, he's just a creative genius when it comes to that sort of thing. He's really I'm always been amazed by him, how he can just more or less come up with this stuff in his head. He's not sitting at a computer doodling on a computer. He actually can come up with the idea out of his head and come up with something that turns out just amazing at the end. So, we've always had a lot of respect in my household for Paul Tuttle Jr. since that show began. And, just his creative genius with building bikes, building and fabricating bikes. So, anyhow, that's what I got for today. Small little bit because we wanted to get over to PA yesterday, and record store I go to is in PA, and they've actually lifted their mask mandate for indoor shopping if you are fully vaccinated. My mother who went with me, and I are both fully vaccinated. So we were able to go into the stores without a mask on. And I'll tell you what, guys, for the first time in a year, over a year now, to have that freedom was just beautiful. And I hear that's going to be coming here to Jersey for those of us that are fully vaccinated soon, too. That's the word in the rumor mill, is the governor's going to have something to say with regards to that today. So hopefully that happens here in Jersey. Again, this is what we got. We had to shop at another store while we were there, so I didn't have as much time as I wanted to go through the record store. But we'll do videos of more stuff as I get over there again. I asked my guy when I was there if he could look for Invisible Touch. He said that's one that comes in. It usually goes out almost as fast as it comes in, but he'll do as best as he can to find one for me. So I said, all right, you're the man. You can find that for me. Great. I'm usually in there once every month, sometimes twice, or sometimes, once every other month. But we try to get in there fairly regular and buy stuff. It's a good shop. As soon as I get permission from them, I might mention the name of the place on here, but I want to have their permission first before I mention that in a video. But anyhow, stay tuned. There will be more exciting videos and stuff like this guaranteed coming up. Just give me some time. Got a lot of stuff going on right now. You guys take care, stay healthy, and we'll see you on the next video.